करतो का तुला?
Good afternoon to all.
Good afternoon, sir.
Is this PPT visible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so
Yes, sir.
let's continue our syllabus. I think we same two projects, whatever yesterday. Okay. So next is practical number 6. That is collection of field data by using surveying and mapping GPS receiver. Okay, so collection of field data by using surveying and mapping GPS receiver. Okay, so with the help of the GPS receiver, we need to take data. Okay, so we have to connect to whatever positions, whatever coordinates at particular point, uh, and we have to map that data. Okay, so this is the advanced thing. We have to collect data with GPS receiver. Okay. So next, that is 7 geographic information system. Okay. So GPS, sorry, GIS. GPS is over. With the help of GPS receiver, you have to collect data, and GIS. Okay. Geographic information system. So we will study in deep, but GIS related practicals are there. Okay, geo-registration of map and its digitization by using suitable GIS software. Okay, so whatever open source software, open source means free to all. Okay, so you can access that software. So like that software, by using that particular software like GraphGIS or QGIS, these are the open source software. So by using that software, you can uh, do that geo registration of that particular map. Okay, so how to do geo registration and what is the purpose of geo registration? In that practical, you have to see. Okay, so next is map editing. Map editing, vector and raster analysis of digitized map by using suitable GIS software. Okay. So using that same software, you have to do map editing, whatever vector, whatever raster. Okay, vector analysis, raster analysis. So you will study in deep. GIS, whatever GIS system, whatever introduction already you know about GIS, okay, applications of GIS, but you have to do practical work on that software. Okay, this is a big thing. Okay, so it's a very important, and you have to study in depth for that. Okay, on Coursera, there is one course that is fundamentals of GIS. You can do that course. Okay, from Coursera. Next, project using GIS software, open source of academic version shall be accepted. Okay, so whatever open source softwares are there related to GIS, you have to use. Okay, so to be submitted in hard copy print with successive processing images and reports. Okay, whatever project you have done on GIS software, so you should submit that soft copy and hard copy of that particular GIS project. Okay, so these are the practicals we need to study, we need to understand, and we have to practically perform that all practicals. Okay, then and then only we will understand whatever things in surveying and geometry. Okay, so I think already you said first year whatever introduction. Okay, so in that if you do practical, so no need to mug up that all theory part. Okay, so you will automatically memorize that all that part because you have practically performed that things. Okay, if you do practical, you can automatically remember that things forever. Okay, so practicals are very important for surveying and geometry. Okay. So this is our syllabus. Okay. So next, our first chapter. Okay, that is leveling instrument and applications. Okay. So leveling instruments, whatever instruments. So what are the instruments for leveling we are using? Can you tell me whatever are the instruments for leveling? What you have used in your practical? Can anyone tell?
Dumpy level.
Dumpy level, auto level,
Okay, auto level, dumpy level, and
Station.
okay, any other? Okay, only dumpy level, auto
Leveling
level.
staff.
Okay, leveling staff. And other? Okay, so first we need to understand whatever leveling instruments are there. We need to study in depth whatever the leveling instruments are. So mostly we are using nowadays that is total station. But as well as total station and that auto level and tilting level. Okay, so in your syllabus there is a construction, temporary adjustment, and use of auto level and tilting level. Okay, so this is the okay. Okay, these two instruments, auto level and tilting level. Okay, so these two instruments you need to study. So for our syllabus, these two instruments are there. So for this chapter only. Okay. So after that, there will be another more instruments are there. Don't worry. But for the chapter, there is a two instrument you have to study in deep. Okay, auto level and tilting level. Then we need to understand what is contouring and how to perform. One minute. हॅलो हा मी तुम्हाला एक 10 मिनिटांत कॉल करू का तर काल जरा मीटिंग मध्ये हा sorry for disturbance. Okay, so contouring. Okay, is this visible? No.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. So contouring. In contouring, we need to understand whatever methods of contouring, whatever basic principles of contouring, and we have to understand all the interpolation techniques. Okay, so whatever method, direct, indirect method, interpolation techniques, and uses of contouring. So this is a portion. Okay, so this portion is a very big portion. Okay, so we need to study a lot many things in this chapter. Okay, levels and contouring. Okay, so we have to start our chapter, that is fourth chapter, leveling instruments and applications. Okay, so application in the sense.
Sir,
Yes.
आवाज रिपीट होतोय तुमचा.
Repeat of this. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, आता होता
No, sir.
आता पण होतं.
Nope.
Okay. Okay, so today we will start our chapter, that is fourth chapter, leveling instruments and application. Okay. Okay, is this PPT visible to all of you?
Sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, just we will go from basic. We need to understand what are basic things. Actually, that basic things we learn in FY. In FY, we learn that all things. Okay, so we will revise all that things and we will go further. Okay, definition of leveling. Okay, so we'll start from definition. The art of determining relative heights of different points on or below the surface of Earth. Okay, so just remember the art of determining relative heights of different points. Relative heights. Okay, different points on or below. Okay, on the surface or below the surface of that particular point. Okay, so on or below the surface of Earth is called leveling. So deals with the measurement in vertical. So whatever we are measuring, whatever levels we are measuring in leveling part. So all are we leveling in only vertical. Okay. So whatever whatever measurements we are taking in leveling, so we are measuring in only vertical. Okay. Next, uses and purpose of leveling. Okay, so this is the main important part. If we know use, we can understand better that things. Okay, so we should know use and purpose of that particular thing. Okay, so in that first, that is to prepare a contour map for fixing sites for reservoirs, dams, etc., and to fix the alignment of roads, railways, irrigation canals, and etc. Okay, so first thing, why we are taking levels, why we are calculating all the areas, because we need to draw, we need to prepare contour map. Okay, so why we are doing for that such things, means contour map, why we are preparing contour map, because we have to prepare, we have to fix the alignments of roads, railways, irrigation canals, location of that particular buildings, location of dams, all are depending on only contour maps. Okay, so for that we need to prepare contour map, and for preparing contour map we need to calculate all the RLs of different points. Okay, this is the main important reason. Okay, so contour map is a very important for any project. So before starting any project, we are doing that thing only. We are doing survey and we are preparing contour map. Okay, and depending on that contour map, we are fixing location alignment of that particular project. Okay, so this is very important. Okay, next, to determine the altitude of different important points on a hill or reduce levels of different points on or below the surface of water. Okay, so whatever points, important points. Okay, so if you want to measure a particular height of that point, then we are doing leveling. Okay, so this is important for us. So if you want to measure height of particular hill, okay, or any building or like that, okay, so any important point, then we can uh, we can do that particular operation leveling. Okay, next, to prepare a longitudinal and cross section of a project, roads, railways, irrigation canals, in order to determine the volume of earth. Okay, so there is a one project for you. Okay, there is a one road project for you. So in that project, you need to calculate earthwork. Okay, you need to calculate earthwork, and for that you need to do longitudinal leveling. Okay, longitudinal leveling and cross sectional leveling. So you will understand at the time of project, but this is the basic thing. So for that we are doing that leveling. Okay, next, to prepare a layout of map for water supply, sanitary, and drainage schemes. Okay, so whatever drainage schemes, water supply schemes, and sanitary, whatever things, without doing that leveling, we can't do such projects. Okay, so without calculating that areas, without taking all levels, we can't do such project. So before that, we have to do all the survey work for the city, for that village, and then we can design whatever sewer project or uh, water supply project for that particular city. Okay, so this is a very important. Leveling part is very important. Okay, so next part is whatever terms used in leveling. Okay, so whatever terms used in leveling, we will see. So level surface. The first term we are using, that is level surface. The surface which is parallel to the mean spheroidal surface. Okay, the surface which is parallel to the mean spheroidal surface of the Earth is known as level surface. Okay, so understand what is a level surface. Okay, next, level line. Any line lying on a level surface is called as level line. Okay, so you can see this is mean sea level in the diagram. Okay, so this is a mean sea level. This is a vertical line. Okay, and this is a level line. Okay, so actually level line means So line lying on level surface means if in this plane level surface is there, okay, and this line showing us this line is lying on that level surface. Okay, so this is a level line. And actually horizontal line is always tangential to the level line. Okay, horizontal line is always tangential to the level line and perpendicular to vertical line. Okay, perpendicular to vertical line and tangential to the level line. Okay, next, datum surface. Okay, this is an imaginary level surface or level line from which the vertical distances of different points above or below this line are measured. Okay, so datum surface or datum line, whatever baseline, okay, whatever baseline we are taking means you can take as a mean sea level, MSL. So that is our datum. So always we are preferring MSL as your datum. MSL means mean sea level. Okay, mean sea level is obtained by making hourly observation of tides at any place for a period of 19 years. Okay, so how to decide a MSL? So over a period of 19 years, 19 years observation. Okay, it requires 19 years observation, and then we can decide that is MSL, mean sea level. Okay, MSL adopted by Survey of India is now Mumbai, which was Karachi earlier. Okay, so our MSL, earlier MSL was in Karachi, but now we are taking a MSL at Mumbai. Okay, next, reduced level, that is RL. Okay, RL means reduced level. Okay, so the vertical distance or height. Okay, okay, Sachin Rao. If you want to say anything, you can ask anything. Yes, if you have any question, you can ask. Anyone? Okay, shall we go ahead?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the vertical distance or height or depth of point above or below the assumed datum is called reduced level. It may be positive or negative. So whatever you done practically, calculated all the RLs, that is your reduced level. Okay, so height of that particular point with reference to benchmark. With reference to benchmark. Okay, whatever reference you have taken earlier, so that is your base point. Okay, so from that point you are calculating that height of that particular point. Okay, this is your reduced level. Okay, so MSL, you can see on railway station there will be a board like this. Okay, so you can observe in the MSL 7.10 meter. Okay, so only 7.10 meter above the MSL. You can observe. This is Thane. Okay, Thane means in Mumbai. Okay, so in Mumbai, Thane. So 7.10 meter only. So above MSL, only height is 7.10 meter. So you can observe in this another picture, that is Kalyan Junction. Okay, so here written औसत समुद्र सतह से 8.84 मीटर की ऊंचाई पर. Okay, so you can observe this. Okay, okay. If you want to say, you can observe on our any railway station. Okay, there will be written, okay, height of particular point. Okay, MSL or all that. So benchmark they have established there. Okay, so you can observe. So like this, there will be board. Okay, so here 8.84. Kalyan junction is above MSL. Height of that Kalyan junction is 8.84 meter. Okay, so like that there will be board. You can observe on that board. Okay, so this is RL of that particular point. Okay, so why this is only 7 meter and 8 meter? Because this is a very near to that particular MSL. Okay, so this is situated in Mumbai. Okay, and our MSL we are taking from Mumbai. So this is very near to each other. That's why this is 8.84 meter and 7.10. Okay. Okay. Next is line of collimation. Okay. So what is meant by line of collimation? Anyone?
HI.
Okay. Yes. Yes. Hello.
What, sir?
Line of collimation. Okay. So already this PPT is visible to you, no? So you can you just read. Okay, no problem. Okay, so I will tell you line of collimation. It is the imaginary line passing through the intersection of crosshairs. Okay, intersection of crosshair at the diaphragm. Okay, so intersection of crosshairs at the diaphragm. What is diaphragm? I will show you. Okay, so and the optical center of object glass and its extension. Okay, optical center of object glass, crosshairs, intersection of crosshairs at the diaphragm. Okay, and its continuation or its extension. It is also called as line of collimation or line of sight. Okay, line of collimation means line of sight. Okay, so whatever crosshairs. So where that diaphragm is provided. Anyone have any idea? Diaphragm. Actually, all crosshairs on that diaphragm. Okay. Actually, that diaphragm is provided just in front of eyepiece. Okay, diaphragm is provided at just in front of eyepiece. Okay, so always remember. So crosshair is scratched or crosshair is drawn on only that diaphragm. Okay, diaphragm is a very important part of that particular levels. Okay, so without a diaphragm, there is no use of that particular level. Okay, diaphragm is very important. Okay, I think at the time of practical, I shown that diaphragm for one batch by removing that eyepiece. Okay, so next is axis of the telescope. Okay, axis of the telescope. Okay, this axis is an imaginary line. Okay, axis of telescope. Remember that definition. This axis is an imaginary line passing through optical center of object glass and the optical center of eyepiece. Okay, optical center of object glass and optical center of eyepiece. Means towards object there will be glass, that is object glass, and towards eye there will be glass, that is eyepiece. Okay, so center of both, the line joining center of optical center of object glass and optical center of eyepiece, that is our axis of the telescope. Okay, after 5 minutes our meeting will automatically end. Okay, so please rejoin same meeting by using same link. Next, next is very important part, that is benchmark. Okay, so benchmarks are very important. Can anyone tell that how many benchmarks are there?
4.
Okay, very good. 4. Which are there?
temporary benchmark, permanent benchmark, arbitrary.
And
GTS benchmark.
very good, JTS benchmark. So these four benchmarks are very important benchmarks. So by using these four benchmarks, we are doing our leveling work. Okay. So we need to understand whatever benchmarks are there and what is the use of particular and what are the intervals between them. Okay. So this is a very important. Okay. So first, can anyone tell me what is the definition of that particular benchmark? Okay, what is the definition of benchmark? Okay, thank you. I will tell you. Okay, just understand. Benchmark means whatever reference point we are taking. Am I right? Okay. So whatever reference point we are taking means that reference points RL we should know. Okay. Without that RL we can't do any work. Okay. We should know that particular benchmarks RL. Okay. So known RL point means our benchmark. Okay. So always remember, known RL point means our benchmark. Okay. So this is a definition, known RL point. Okay. So these are the fixed reference points or marks of known elevation or known RL. Okay. Determined with reference to the datum line. One minute. बोला मॅडम. नमस्कार मॅडम, मी तुम्हाला एक 10-15 मिनिटांनी कॉल करू का, कारण माझं आता लेक्चर चालू आहे, ऑनलाईन लेक्चर. हॅलो. Okay, sorry for disturbance. Okay, so benchmark means the fixed point whose elevation known to us. Okay, known elevation fixed point, that is our benchmark. Okay, so in that there will be 4 parts. Okay, 4 types. Okay, first one GTS, second one permanent, third one arbitrary, and last one temporary. Okay, so these are the types of benchmark. So we should know all the types of benchmark. Okay, so the first is GTS benchmark. Okay, so GTS, what is the long form of GTS? Great Trigonometrical Survey. So Great Trigonometrical Survey means, okay, Trigonometrical Survey means our GTS benchmark. Okay. These benchmarks are established by national agency like Survey of India Department at a large interval all over the country. So large interval means 100 kilometers. Okay. So they are established with the highest precision. Their position and elevation above MSL is given in a special catalog known as GTS maps. Okay. So whatever GTS benchmarks are there, okay. Firstly, we have to understand who will establish this GTS benchmark. So GTS benchmark established by national agency like Survey of India Department. Okay. So whatever department, okay, main department, that is Survey of India Department, that will establish all the GTS benchmarks. And what is the distance between 2 benchmarks? What is the interval of that? GTS benchmark. So 100-kilometer interval of that particular GTS benchmark. Okay, and that particular their position and elevation marked on that particular board. Okay, so GTS benchmark I will show you this picture. Okay, and their position and elevation above MSN is given in the special catalog. Okay, so known as GTS maps. Okay, so there will be GTS maps. So in that map there will be position and elevation of MSN. Okay, with reference to MSN, we are establishing that GTS benchmark. Okay, so our meeting will automatically end. Please rejoin by using same link.